Hey ho everyone, Ginger Gargoyle here with another haul video. Well, kind of a haul video. It's a monthly kit video. I'm basically down to just my monthly kits. I've got one more package coming, and that could very well be it. Okay, so let's see. This is from Simon Says Stamps. I got a use for these bags, so don't throw them away if you remember. Let's go through and see what we got. Now, I did this last night at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got done and I was packing up and I went, oh, now how could I have forgotten that? So I deleted what I did and I have to redo it. This is called Happy Hello, and this is the March 2023 package. In fact, why don't I mark that right on this? Now, how you mark these are your way of doing things. I like to mark mine 2023 March. Okay. And then I have a big file that I put them into and keep them all together. And I'm probably going to end up having to darken that down. All right. In this package, you get one of these. This is the piece I forgot. I know, right? All right. It comes in varying colors this time. I happen to get this very lovely yellow. Okay. I'd have gone either with the teal or the green this time, but being that it's March, and St. Patty's Day. But the yellow is sunshiny, flowery, and I like that. Now, on these, you get 6 ideas, all right, and a list on the bottom of what's included. I'm sorry, I can't figure out how to get this to focus. So, all right, let's get into the items that you receive. First, let's start with the stamp set. Normally, I save these until the very end. This time, I'm doing it right in the beginning in the hopes that this will be one of the clips. Or one of the thumbnails I can choose. This is called Happy Hello. All right, and it's folk arty. It's Danish folk art, which, if you are familiar with the Amish, it's very much like that. You get this heart, all right. Now, my understanding is they have come out with a die cut set that complements this. And they also have a stencil set, which will make coloring this easier, I guess. I don't know. Okay? But you have to remember, too, that when it comes to the Danish folk art, it's very simple colors, all right? It's blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red, yellow, green, orange, well, very little orange, but orange, it's the color wheel is basically what they use. Okay, these flowers on the bottom, these tops are separate from the leaves. So you get 3 different types of stem and leaf. Okay, the stem and the leaf are connected. Sorry, you can't separate those. But you can put this flower on here, or this flower on here, or this flower on here. I mean, it's up to you how you do this. Okay, you get hearts. You get words. Okay, wrong way. You get words. See, just because, thinking of you. You're okay. So you get lots of different things on there. Then you get a positively saturated ink. This one is called, this one is the Tidal, okay, Tidal. All right, so everyone gets this. Then everyone gets a mini Tim Holtz embossing pad. All right, Now, this isn't just for embossing. If you stamp this onto colored cardstock, it will leave a different shade behind. Okay, so it's kind of like when, okay, let's see, do this. Okay, kind of like when I do this, you can see that there's a different shade to that where I pulled down. All right. Okay, that's what this will do basically, is it leaves a different shade behind. Okay, so it if you stamp with this and just let it set and dry, that's what'll happen. At least that's the way Versamark works. I would assume, I know, never assume, that the Tim Holtz works the same way, but they gave it to you to use as an embossing medium, because they also give you a bottle of Tim Holtz embossing glaze. Okay. The embossing glaze is the difference between a white embossing powder and a clear embossing powder. All right. If you use black pigment ink, okay, as your embossing medium, and you emboss it with a white embossing powder, you won't see the black. You'll only see the white embossing powder. Okay, colored embossing powder is very much the same way. If you use the black ink and you emboss with the colored embossing powder, you're only going to see the colored embossing powder. If you use black pigment ink and emboss with clear, you're going to see the black pigment ink. All right. That's what this glaze is basically, is it's tinted clear. So while you might use the black pigment ink and emboss with this, you're still going to get a good amount of that black pigment ink showing through, just so you're aware of that. This color is the salvaged patina. There is a chance that some people got speckled egg. Those were your two color possibilities for this month, and so I got the salvaged patina. And to go with the embossing, they gave us these. Now, I've got to say, these are not that... Hang on. Okay. These are called Handy Hands, okay? And they are silicone, and they are on these tweezers. If you take the Handy Hands off, you can see that these are just your basic run-of-the-mill tweezers, except that it's wider back here, okay? And they're for holding things when you go to emboss them. Okay, let me grab the card here. All right, so say you're going to emboss this. Okay, you would use the tweezers. Well, they came up with these hands, all right, so that when you're holding it, you're less likely to leave a dent behind, all right? The reason you would use these instead of your fingers is because you have oils on your fingers, and embossing powder likes to stick to the oils on your fingers, which is one of the reasons why you should handle the paper you're going to emboss as little as possible. It's one of the reasons you want to get one of those embossing powders. Okay. My problem is this part right here. Okay. I prefer reverse tweezers. Now, I had not checked to see... Oh, well, I'll be darned. These do fit my reverse tweezers. So, if I so wished or felt the need to, I could use my reverse tweezers to hold my item I'm going to emboss. And the reason I like doing this is because I'm usually concentrating so hard on what I'm embossing that I don't want to burn my embossing powder, that just the extra thought of squeezing this is a bit much for me. This, to me, this is perfect. That's pretty gosh darn good. I like that. I like that. Okay. So, to me, they could have gotten away with selling these and not these. But hey, at least I get another pair of tweezers, right? Okay, let me put this back on. I'm hoping I'm going to get this done in enough time for me to be able to go show you guys something special at the very end. We will have to see because I'm already at 10 minutes. All right. Then you get one white pearl envelope. Okay. The pearl, they call it metallic. I call it a pearl. Okay. I'm always going to refer to it as a pearl or a shimmer. Then you get a cutting die. They don't put it in here. I put it in here because I tend to lose them, misplace them, and then I find them later going, where does this belong? Okay, this is called Happy Wishes. All right. And I don't know if this is going to show. There, it's connected by these little tabs in between, just like the La La Land stamp ones. All right. If you are able to get in there and snip them apart, you can do that, because I was trying to bend this apart at like 4 in the morning when I did the other video, and I couldn't quite get enough of a, I was afraid I was going to bend this, the background the background cutting die. Okay. My understanding is the Tim Holtz scissors, okay, you know the Tim Holtz scissors, are supposed to be able to snip through those. I make no guarantees. I'm not telling you to do it. I tried to do it once with my red-handled scissors. I wound up getting a nick in my blade. I am not a happy camper. So if you can find some needle nose pliers or something that is small enough to fit in between there that will snip that, go ahead. Remember that the little wire pieces will be sharp, so you're going to have to figure out a way of getting those cut down. And then you get one sheet, and only one sheet. And I don't know why this isn't showing up properly. I pull it in this way. Okay, you get one sheet of paper, and it's going to vary from kit to kit. This is from Crafters Consortium, and I want to say it's called Bunnies. And my understanding is she had to beg them to give her that paper, because it's not quite released yet. This is the paper pack. This is a 6x8 paper pack. It's the paper that you get for this month. It is from Photoplay, and it is called Wild Flowers, and it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this plaid. I love that plaid. I would love a blanket or flannel pajamas or a flannel shirt. A flannel shirt made out of this. Yum. Okay, I love this print as well. And I'm not a big yellow person, so, but I am a big pink person. All right, and these are just gorgeous sheets of paper. And then you get this one. In every day. Okay, it says, look for the beauty in every day. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, that's beautiful. And it's really the only, I like that stripe, it's the only word for the month. Well, I guess, oh, no, yeah, no, yeah. There's words on there, I just can't read them right now. Okay. Look at those. Look how pretty these are, guys. These are gorgeous. I love this paper. I would love to get some of these on a 12 by 12. Okay, and then you get these cutouts. These cut aparts. Okay. This one I would like to see in full size. Alright. These are double-sided sheets. Even this side has a print on it. It is simply not showing up very well. Alright. I love the ampersand. Alright. Oh, I love that gingham. I want that gingham. I'd love to have a shirt in that gingham. And then you get 3 sheets of paper. I know, only 3. But you get a Nina Solar White cardstock, 110 pounds. Then you get Simon Says Stamp Smoke and Simon Says Stamp Peacock in 100-pound sets. Okay. Then you get a sucker. I love the suckers. This one is Fruit Punch. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to have fun eating this one. And you get 2 cards this time. First, you get the normal card, which has the list of all the companies that Simon Says Stamp does business with, along with the code, $5 code. You have to spend $5 in order to save the $5, though. Okay? And then they included this. This is something called Simon Says Create. I have no idea what it's about. I'm really not that interested in it. So, if you go to their website, go to their Facebook, go to whatever, you should be able to find out about that one. And that is everything. I have got to do a how to use this bag video, because I have found a way of storing all my doodads. Not so much the papers, because these big tall papers, I have a storage way to do them. But for the 6x6 and the 6x8 papers, I have a way to store them. Usually if there's little extra things like glitter and such, I now have a way to store them, and it's simply using this bag. Okay, guys, that's it. Ooh, we have enough time. I'm going to pause it, and I'll be back. Okay, here we go. On February 19th, we got a new addition to the family. I'm so excited. This is our first grandchild. His name is Peter. Isn't he cute? He's about a week old here, and he found his thumb. I know he's holding it kind of funky, but he found his thumb. All right. And he is just a sweetheart. Look how cute he is. Let's see if I can find a different photo. Okay. This is of him during his first week home. He is adorable. He is already sleeping through the night, I have been told. We have a strict policy in the family that for the first 2 weeks you minimize the amount of people that a baby sees, just to make sure they don't get sick. So, yeah, this is going backwards in time, so I apologize. I'm trying to find the one where it was right after he was born. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, this was him right after he was born. Oh, what a sweetie pie cutie he was. Oh, he is, actually. He was so tiny. He lost quite a bit of weight before he went home, which is not unusual. Kind of unusual for him, though. He lost almost an entire pound. You know, my kids did not lose that much weight, but apparently he did. They had traveling nurses. They called them traveling nurses in the hospital where he was born, because there's been some issues with staffing in the area. Even though this was supposed to be one of the higher polluting hospitals, it's through her union. Personally, I think she would have been better going to the Hootie Tootie one, but her chunk of change would have been a little more. And so, yeah. So Peter is born. He was named after my brother, who was my godfather. And then I passed him on to my daughter, so he became her godfather. Which was actually kind of sad because we asked him to be her godfather, and then, he and his wife be her godparents. And then he announced that, he was moving down to Georgia. She did get to go down to Georgia and spend some time with him down there a couple of times, so that was kind of cool. So, but yeah, and now she had a little boy. He passed away about 5 years ago, and, no, 8 years ago. 8 years ago? I want to say he passed in 2015. Anyway, so maybe 16. And so she named her baby after him because Pete was a great guy. He really was. So, yeah, that's it, guys. I am done. I am finished. I'm going to post this and get this up so I don't fall behind. This package showed up February 28th. I am still waiting on the February package for La La Land Crafts. I don't know if it's still available or not. You're going to have to go over and check out the Club La La Land Crafts website. Either that or the La La Land Crafts blog. They might have something on there. And it looks like it's Pirates. I think it's Pirate Marcy this for February. But, yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. Okay, guys, I will talk to you all later.